comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah, here comes the, no, here comes the.
Hello, welcome back. Hey, everybody. We are back. Season 2, episode 20. Holy shit, here we are. What are you doing?
Jacking off the sun.
I was going to say, what are you, Jesus.
Jacking off the sun.
We're excited to be back. We're having a good time. We're back with episode 20 of the Tailgate Talks.
Where's the vodka for my Red Bull this week?
We are... Wow, it's a little early for vodka, but that's okay. So, yeah, we got some exciting stuff today. A fun little game that Josh came up with. Still not really sure anything about it. I have no idea what we're talking about.
We'll see if it's fun or not. It'll be a good time.
I'm just here for the Red Bull.
You got new kicks?
I got new kicks.
Dude, fresh.
New, fresh white boys.
Little 270s. Those are sexy.
They're comfy. I didn't want to wear them today. My other ones were in the wash. But, yeah, we're going to start how we normally start.
The old Red
with
Bull
the
chug.
old sugar-free, which apparently we need to tag them or something. Cause
I heard that when people don't watch us and they just listen to it, they hear the crack and then they hear us chugging. He's like, what a way to start an episode.
just sounds like
a bunch
dick.
of
Nope.
just a bunch of chugging.
Here we go.
Well, there it is.
We had a little spillage.
Oh, God. I'm not ready.
Excuse me.
It's not the Rhino. We are
Is this better or worse?
we're hitting the prime smelling salt. There's
Oh, my God.
Better or worse?
There's a wolf on there.
Better or worse?
I don't know.
It's
great.
primed. Really amps.
Yeah.
Get your nose all the way in
Yep.
there.
So, sorry that I had to do it on Tuesday last week. Family and I went to the Great Wolf Lodge. First time there.
Fire.
The smelling salts were everywhere. That cap is not fully off.
No, it wasn't. It's all over my pants. Looks like I just jacked off.
God. Oh, it's all over. Yes. Yeah.
Let me get one more.
Don't lick your fingers.
I know. I need one more, though.
All right. Where's my fucking...
Oh.
All right, now we can welcome people. I'm fucking ready now. It's a little tight before. In the fucking zone. All right, hey. Welcome to episode 20, guys.
Bubba.
It's been a fucking ride. I'm glad to see you guys still here listening to us. Even outside of football, which is pretty awesome. So thank you for being here. We're going to start the episode spinning this wheel, hitting the who wore it best. Let's turn the volume up. Maybe you guys can hear it this time.
Bing, 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 bing.
Come on, good number.
Come on, motherfuckers.
No whammies. What a great...
Just say the number it should have been.
Yeah.
19. Would have been great.
Ooh, what was it, though?
What is it?
11.
11.
Oh.
All right.
There's one that comes to mind.
Isaiah.
Yeah, that's
I'm going to jump on that.
pretty good.
Man, my TikTok has been full of Isaiah feed. I don't know if he just got interviewed on stuff.
Yeah.
Or if I've watched just a couple of Isaiah Thomas videos, I'm getting nothing but Zeke videos.
It's weird how that works.
All right, here's a good
You
one.
click on something, you start watching something, then all of a sudden that's all it feeds you.
One of the greatest receivers to ever play the game, Larry Fitzgerald.
Fitz, yeah. Yep. I have
Julio.
I had that jersey. Julio.
You know what's funny, Dylan, when you listen to this? Julio's under Fitz, just so we're on the
Because
same
Fitz
page.
is a top 5 all-time receiver.
Correct.
Julio's not.
Sorry. Who else is on here? Kyrie, Klay Thompson. Ooh, Yao Ming.
Ooh, he was 11. Yeah. Any baseball?
Can't think
Jules.
any baseball.
Julian Edelman.
Jules was 11.
Elvin Hayes. Trey Young is number 11. Jimmy Rollins. There you go. There's a number 11 for baseball. Barry Larkin. I have his baseball card.
I'll throw out a random Michigan fact that it's one of the few numbers that is retired by Michigan. And reason being, they had 3 brothers that wore it in like the 50s and 60s, back to back to back. All 3 of them were like All-Americans. And they retired it. Now, a few years ago, when Rich Rod was coaching, and they were bringing back the numbers as like honorary numbers, Jordan Kovacs wore it for a year. But then they put it back into the...
Yeah.
So, like, Gerald Ford's number, I think it was 48, retired. 11, retired. There's a few other numbers, but that's it.
What else we got in here? Drew Bledsoe. Thanks for getting hurt. Tom Brady loves you for that.
So there's some more quarterbacks in there.
Yeah, Phil Simms. That's a good one.
No, it's Big Zeke, man. He's the man.
Yep. Isaiah's the winner.
And he gets a lot of hate, but it's all because of Jordan.
Yeah, man.
Fuck him.
Marvin Jones.
Marv.
Speaking of Jordan and Isaiah, did anybody watch that Netflix doc that just came out on the USA men's basketball team this past year?
No.
It's pretty cool. I think it's called Court of Gold, and they follow Steph and LeBron and KD and everybody through this past year's Olympics, but they also follow Jokic and the Serbia team, the France team with Wembanyama, and a fourth team. They don't follow Germany. They follow...
Luka?
They don't follow Luka either. France, Germany. No. It was good.
Another team.
Yeah, there's a fourth team in there. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'll think of it halfway through here, but it was really cool to see throughout the tournament the build up because it was in France, in Paris, and so France needed to make it, and then they pulled the upset to make the gold medal game, and USA. That's when Curry went off, and it's cool to hear everybody talk about, like, just playing USA in general, trying to play with them, and then Curry, and even, like, Kerr is, like, he sees him every day, and he's still just, like, holy, they hit him mic'd up, and, like, when he made, like, the third or fourth three, he's just like, holy shit, like, what is this guy doing? But
well, I was watching Gardnett's podcast, and he's like, can we give these people some fucking credit?
Yeah.
Steph goes out there and hits 8 straight 3-pointers, and everyone's just like, oh yeah, that's what he does.
yeah, Iguodala.
Like, it's insane.
Andre Iguodala just got his jersey number retired by the Warriors, and I thought it was really cool that during his speech, he stopped and said, he looked at Steph and he's like, none of this would be possible without you, Steph. Like, and he's like, yeah, I just want people to start giving you your flowers before, like, it's, as we're doing it, Draymond, Iguodala, all Kerr, everything with the Warriors is like,
It's all Steph.
this is you, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, so super cool.
But I'm just like, it's a common thing. Like LeBron going down dunking on someone. He's fucking 40.
Yeah.
Like,
That's insane.
like
It is insane what he's still doing.
He's not a teenager. Like, dude's 40, throwing down on people still, and it's just like, I think when Paul Pierce is on that, I just never liked Paul Pierce. There's just something about him, and he hates LeBron.
Yeah.
And he always gives him shit, right?
Yeah.
Which, okay, that's fine. You went up against him how many times in the finals and all that stuff.
Yep.
So I get it. But he's like, yeah, LeBron's not a, top tier player anymore.
Yeah.
And KG's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, that's a garbage take. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He is. Who are you going to take over him? And, it's just, he's doing things at 40 that it's like, what the fuck, man? You shouldn't be able to do that.
Yep.
Now, the thing, though, is that I watched Lakers-Dallas.
Yeah.
First Laker game that I watched in a while. I don't need to hear that he's 40 every series.
Yeah.
Every time he's down. Like, I get it.
But it was the same thing they did with Brady. He's 44, still doing this.
I know.
Right?
But,
it's like,
every game, every time, like,
Yeah.
like it was a little much.
On that game and on that topic in general, one thing that I think LeBron's taken a page out of and he needs to continue to do is what Wade did for him with the Miami, where you let him take over. It's still your team, LeBron. Everybody knows who you are. Everybody knows you're the greatest. But he's starting to, and he did it in the Mavs game. Mm-hmm. Let Luka have the ball.
Yeah.
Let him facilitate. Let him do his thing. LeBron still scored almost 30. He had like 13 rebounds or something.
Right.
Luka had, I think, 19. He had a triple-double, like 19, 13, and 11. But it's like, all right, that's what he needs to do for Luka, the same thing that Wade did for LeBron. And that's just going to help Luka. It's going to help the team.
Right.
I think
And
it all of a sudden made them watchable again. Like
Agreed.
just a curiosity. I want to
Agreed.
watch Luka and LeBron play. Let's see. So
anytime Luka plays, though, it's just fun to watch. Watching him facilitate.
it's just the game's different when he's
He
up.
slows the game
Yeah.
down.
you know who he looks like?
Yeah.
Cade.
And I said it since his rookie year, and I came across a highlight tape of random highlight high school. Cade played with Scotty Barnes,
Yeah, it's not even fair.
same high school.
Who knew?
They're just fucking throwing alley-oops to each other, dunking on you. And Cade's doing the same thing, though. He's the same dribbling, the same. plays at the same pace, and that's what
He
when you
did
compare him to
dunk a
Luka.
lot more in college.
He did
Or
dunk.
in
Well,
high school.
I mean-
like all half his stat, like
Yeah, he's
were
dunking on
windmills.
people for real.
He's also playing against children at that time, not 7-footers.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, like it's not like he was just dunking. He was fucking
Throwing
tomahawk and windmills.
It's an
and
unreal, unreal video going around.
Who knew Cade could jump like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just but yeah, Cade reminds me a lot of Luka, man. The way he is always under control. He doesn't get sped up, and you're seeing it so much this year. It's been fun to watch.
Well, he's finally taken that step, and I know we kind of talked about it in the past. Like that was the step he was supposed to take last year that everyone was
He got hurt.
expecting. Right, and I think
For years too, it was always the lane was clogged. We didn't have Beasley, Hardaway, Harris, all these dudes around him that they can knock down a shot.
right.
So yeah, it's that, and then there's one step I saw the other day. They played the Hawks. I don't know if you guys. They scored like 148 points against the Hawks. At halftime, they had like 80. It was an insane game. But at halftime, Cade had 29.
Yep. He almost had a
And-
triple-double at halftime, didn't he?
He had like 29, 10, and 7.
Yeah,
Like,
it was wild.
and the wild thing is he ended that game with like 30. He had 29, 12, and 5. He ended the game with I think 38, 15, and 7. And he didn't play bad in the second half. The Hawks started double teaming and triple teaming him, and what did he do? Stayed under control, didn't turn the ball over, didn't force shots, found open guys, and we won the game. I think last year, 2 years ago, Cade maybe gets himself into trouble, continues trying to do what he did in the first half, and gets himself in tough spots. So it was nice to see that growth and keep the win streak alive.
Yeah. Man, that game was wow. They pulled it up as 148 to 143,
Yeah, him and Trae Young.
and that's not even. There's no overtime.
No, it was.
That was just 4 quarters of basketball.
Yeah, it was insane.
Took the 04 Pistons 3 games to score that. Right?
At halftime, they had scored more than
Yeah,
what
they
they
did.
used to score in a full game.
They did. Man, just looking at that stat line, it's crazy. Tim Hart. Man,
They were talking about it on the ticket today. With the energy that they played last night, it reminded them so much of that 04 Pistons playing, because they play defense with energy, right? They're playing defensive basketball.
I heard the stadium was really loud too, which is cool for it was a Wednesday.
I was gonna say, you guys want to go to the game?
it was a
next-
big game. Though.
They're home tomorrow and Saturday.
You guys want to go Tuesday next week?
I don't know if they're home.
They're home. I looked at it.
Are they? I know they're home tomorrow against the Nuggets and then Saturday against the Nets. But yeah, just
Maybe it's the 11th.
very cool to watch. That Hawks game, it was Hardaway, Beasley, Cade, Trae Young, and I think Niang, all over 6 threes. 5 guys in one game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the hell? And it wasn't like they were volume shooting. Every single one of them was like 6 for 7, 6 for 10, 7 for. It was like, what the hell?
And current standing right now, they are tied for 5th with Milwaukee. Tied.
The sad thing,
1 game back from Pacers at 4.
you want to climb, you want to get these matchups. If we can climb into 5 and we play Pacers at 4, I'm happy with it.
I'm good with the reverse too.
I like 6 versus 3 against the Knicks a lot. I don't want to play Milwaukee in the first round. In the past that we haven't matched up well with them, but just keep winning. It's fun.
I mean, I think Pacers would be 6 series.
Pacers-
Just because it's such a
That'd be the most heated.
right.
Like, that's what the
NBA, do
wants.
your thing and make it happen.
That's
you know what I
the
mean?
NBA wants. And
Just give us the 4,
yeah.
and Pacers can be the 5
And
seed.
don't discount too the second round. If we make it to the second round and we get the Celtics, they actually brought it back up yesterday because we beat them last night. But I forgot that it was Jaylen Brown was talking last year, and he made a comment about, you play like a good team one night, and then the next night you play like maybe the Pistons or something, and that's when we let Pritchard go for 30.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, like they remembered.
But that's
That's what it was.
that's who they've been though.
And I love it. They remembered it. And not just that. Beasley, I saw Beasley on social media after the game. He's up for 6th man of the year, and so is Pritchard. And Beasley went off last night, and he said,
Yeah,
this one's personal.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. I think he had 26. Like,
Yeah, he did 26.
just raining threes. I haven't. He just knocks down every open three.
He does.
It's fun to watch.
I mean, it's just great to have a shooter.
Yeah.
When's the last time they've had a shooter? We talked
about it last week.
He passed Sadiq Bey before halfway the
Right.
season.
Like-
and he was 2. Like
Blake
Griffin, right? You know?
Yeah.
Like the guy that isn't supposed to shoot.
Well, yeah, right. He became a 3-point shooter when he came to Detroit because He got old. But I love it, man. They're playing well. I didn't realize the Cavs were the number 1 team in the NBA right now.
Just running away too.
Just didn't know it.
No, dude. Like if you look at it, they've only lost 10 games. They were 9-1 in their last 10. So it's crazy to see their stat line. You're like, who the fuck are these guys?
That's where our coach just came from too.
I know.
It's crazy. Like, and they were good. They were very good. They were just. It was like the Larry Brown, Rick Carlisle move. Like I think they made the move just to get over the hump in the playoffs. And I thank you for JB Bickerstaff.
Yeah. He's been okay here.
Yeah,
they did okay.
So, I think we're the 2 hottest teams in the league. Though they said we're the only 2 undefeated teams since the All-Star break.
I mean they
both 8-2 in the last 10. I think.
Yeah, but you know, you got to think Boston's going to be a force in the playoffs, right?
Oh yeah, they're still Boston. They were wild stat on last night. They made 8 more threes than us, and we still won by 20.
That's wild.
That doesn't happen in the NBA. Like, but we kind of the interior defense. We kind of made them only shoot threes. They attempted like 49 of them.
You see Draymond at the All-Star break. What he said too?
No.
He guaranteed that they're going to win the championship.
Oh Jesus.
And then Steph gets interviewed after the game, and he's like, "Thanks, Dre, for putting expectations on us, man." Like, fuck, dude. Like that. But he's like, that's him though. That's what he's gonna do.
Speaking of Draymond, there's a quote going around the last couple of days from Diana Taurasi because she just announced her retirement. And I guess a couple of years ago, the Olympics before the last one, so we're talking 5 years ago. Draymond's on the men's team, Taurasi's on the women's team, and both teams are all sitting around joking. And Taurasi just randomly cracked to Draymond and said, "How does it feel to be the only person here that's never been double teamed?"
Damn.
Could you imagine Draymond? He's just like, "Fuck."
Damn.
It's like, how does it feel to be the only person here that's never been double teamed? This got him.
All right, come on. Are you kidding me? They're this cheap.
For which game?
Pistons tickets?
Yeah, man.
I just pulled them up for the 11th. You can literally get.
It's midweek, isn't it?
It's a Tuesday, but I don't care.
Yeah, well,
We can hit behind
we
the-
have different jobs, man. People don't just fucking go downtown on a Tuesday to see the Pistons.
$67 to sit 23 rows behind the Pistons
Yeah,
bench.
do you know what that?
man.
Do you know what that was last year? It was like $8.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to go tomorrow or Saturday, I think, but
You guys want to go next Tuesday, the 11th?
it's the Tuesday after, isn't it?
Yeah, Tuesday after next, the 11th.
So
go.
they're playing well. The other team in that same building are playing fucking well. Right now we have 2 teams going into the playoffs. We have the Tigers that were in the playoffs. We have the Lions that were in the playoffs. We have 2 teams, I think, cemented in the NCAA tournament already.
Oh yeah.
Great time to be a Detroiter.
Yeah, who would have thought a couple of years ago we'd be in this position?
I mean, you would go back, and we were the bottom tier in basketball.
Even 3 years ago.
MLB, we were, how many first picks did we have?
Dan Campbell's first year, we
Right.
were bottom tier in
Everything.
sport.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like top 3 picks in each of them.
Yep.
Like, it was terrible.
So, like, speaking of that, when they were all in, if you look at and you hear, like, the other coaches talk about the teams they're playing, they all take stuff from Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Like, if you hear the word grit now in every team.
Well,
It is true.
someone, I don't remember who it was, one of the Detroit athletes said grit, and it's like, it's the new name for, like, blue collar.
100%, but that started with Dan Campbell.
But that's
and
like the
Lions.
word they use now instead of saying we're a blue collar team. It's just that we're a grit team.
Yeah.
And
That was the.
that's
I mean, you go back to
100%.
the Tigers. There was
Yeah, the Tigers really
the
embraced it.
gritty Tigers.
Yeah.
The Pistons said it last night
Jake
after their
Rogers.
win. They said it last night after the win. That was a grit. That was a Detroit grit win.
Yep.
Like every team is taking what Dan Campbell has instilled, and people want to come to Detroit now. People want to play for Detroit sports, which is for years never for the last decade hasn't happened.
It's been really cool too to see our teams support each other across the board too.
Yes.
Like Hutchinson was at the Pistons game last night wearing Bad Boys stuff.
Yeah, that's sweet.
You know, there's been a lot of Lions at Pistons games, Pistons players, Lions games, Tigers. So it's cool to see.
I was trying to pull it up. I can't find it right now. They did that ranking. They do it every year. The 32 teams,
Yeah,
and they
the
rank
ownership.
everything: ownership, coaching, facility.
Yeah, I think we were
I
A or
can't
A+.
find it, but yeah, Campbell was one of the
Campbell was A+, ownership was a B+. Which I was
the lowest one that we had was a B,
C.
and it was food.
It was a C.
Yeah, it was and
C plus.
Yeah.
but still.
I saw the Jets got an F. I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, not shocked, not surprising.
Yeah.
But
all right. So I think from there, I mean, segue right into the Lions, right? So not much is going on with them. Just a bunch of, could this happen? Should this happen? And then the combine. I don't know if it started. Measurements. I don't know what's going on yet.
It's today.
Yep.
Linemen go today. Linemen stuff.
So
today.
the big news that that I've seen is really what Ben Johnson said.
Yeah.
Right? Did you guys listen to it? You heard it? What did you take out of that?
I mean, I caught it. I think people are just really, really, really quick to jump on anything he says. I don't think Jared Goff's sitting at home right now pissed off that Ben Johnson's talking shit about him. Now, if whatever you want to use for a chip on your shoulder, that's one thing, but I didn't take it that way immediately. But when you combine it with everything else that he's said and the way it ended, I get it. I get why people are taking it the way they're taking it.
And for those that don't know what was said, so I mean, I just said what he said, but he pretty much compared. He was talking about Caleb, and he said it's awesome to have a quarterback that essentially can extend plays and do things that Caleb can do, and he's not seen that yet.
Yep.
Being a coach in the NFL,
I took that as that's just the truth. That's But he went on to they were talking about trick plays, and they said about the linemen and stuff at Detroit, the plays they did, and he said, and this is when he made the comment where I was like, I don't know if you needed to say that. He was talking about Penny Sewell, and they were practicing the play that he threw the pass on, and they're like, yeah, he did it like 4 or 5 times around practice, and all 5 of them were a dime. Like and need I say it, he throws better than most people on the run, like Jared Goff. I'm like, why would you say that?
Not needed.
Dude? Like that. Right. That was where I was like, oh, what the fuck?
I'm just saying we are the one that made him who he was. So why do you need to put the digs? Like even when you hear Campbell like talking about those guys, he's like, yeah, I love those guys. You know what I mean? I'm glad that's how this business works. They go on, they move up. I'm happy for everybody, and you
don't hear Aaron Glenn saying anything,
right? But also, Ben Johnson's just giving him opportunities to.
Yep.
Like, shut the fuck up, man.
Fuck it. Bring it.
I mean, you're
keep
right.
talking.
At this point.
Please keep talking.
But it won't be Goff. It will be St. Brown that will say something about it. It will be, you know what I mean? Like,
but that's why I love it. Jared Goff's just, this is all, man, he's keeping, he keeps notes. Keep fucking receipts.
Let's see Caleb Williams read a defense.
Yeah, and coming in today, so I'm trying to think, like, okay, why would he say that? And I'm like, maybe was he upset with Goff's play the last game? Like, is that what it is?
I don't know.
Fine.
Okay, but that's
I had a bad game.
Right.
Run the ball at 3rd and 1 at the goal line.
Right. Watch how much we run the ball next year.
Yeah.
It'll be outstanding.
Yep.
So that Dan Campbell spoke a little. Did ownership speak? I don't
think so.
Who did it? And that was really it. They talked a little bit about Miles potentially adding that salary. A lot of salary cap.
Very unlikely was that.
Very unlikely. He pretty much said we don't have enough money to even pay our guys.
Yeah, the Browns owner came out and said that they don't plan on trading Garrett either, but I don't think that's your choice. I think
Miles already.
When Garrett puts out the announcement and puts out an Instagram post, saying
what's the saying? You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Like,
sorry, bud.
He's not yours anymore.
You might not want to trade him, but he's going somewhere.
Right. Might not. Yeah, he's going somewhere. So off of that, I got a little something I didn't tell you guys about either.
I'm scared.
Where do you think these people will end up? So I got a couple free agents, couple big names, and just what's your thought process? We're nowhere near the season, and we'll start with Miles. Where do you think he'll end up?
Shoot, I don't know. I feel like he might end up being an in-season type deal. Like he might have to hold out. I don't think they're going to do it willingly this offseason right now. So I see him holding out.
He's what, 31, 32?
I think he's 31.
Come on, man, you can't hold out a year like that.
I don't think he's not going to hold out a year, but I think he's going to hold out a camp. He's going to force their hand, and then from there, I don't.
Do you see him staying with the Browns or going somewhere?
I don't see him playing
in any spot if you can think of one.
I don't see him playing another snap with the Browns.
I just hope he doesn't end up in the North.
Yeah, I would love
unless he's in Detroit.
Unless he's in Detroit.
Yeah, I'd love for him to stay in the AFC, just somehow, some way.
Yeah.
The wild thing is, I also Eagles, like they were in on one of the. I was like, come on, dude, no.
So they are, because they have what we talked about it last week. All of their contracts are rookie contracts right now. They have money,
And that's where it's like, that's where the people with the Lions, it's like, so we got a 1 or 2 year window where you could take him on, but I think he's coming wherever he's going. He wants an extension.
So they said the next 2 years, it's 20 to the cap, both years.
Yeah,
So you could pay Hutch, and you can
100%.
give Miles 20.
you could 100%.
You could,
100%.
but who do you lose out of that?
That's
You lose,
where
you lose JMO, you lose a Laporta. Who you losing, right? So
Branch or Kirby.
right, you're gonna lose somebody. All right, Stafford.
Side note, with that same line though, was the NFL salary cap keeps jumping.
it's going to move again.
This year it moved more, they said, than they even projected. I'm like, perfect time for us.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck
We-
yeah, let's
jump
go.
it,
See,
please.
we have 55 mil in cap this
let's
year.
let's jump again. Let's jump again. Let's keep all our players. But yeah, we do.
Keep our
we have a
players.
lot of money.
Keep our players. Sign Miles. I think that sounds great. Sounds like a wonderful.
Just
plan.
keep jumping
It's
that
just
cap.
not- I also keep seeing Chase Young tied to us,
Yeah.
which
I'm-
is I'm okay with it for like a 1 year prove it deal.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all about the money.
I'll
That's
take
what we're talking
any-
about.
And at that point, he's a rotational guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Hey, you're gonna do what you're good at because you don't really like football.
dude, if we're bringing back Zadarius Smith,
That's the
and
thing.
you're adding Chase Young,
Right.
fuck yeah,
Why not?
That's what I mean. Like,
let's go.
You can never have too many edge rushers.
Yeah.
Right? And all of our
and you can ease Hutchin. And
all of our draft that everyone keeps saying is an edge or a outside linebacker that can get pressure on the quarterback. So
Yep.
just keep adding it.
So let's put this in a perspective on third down. You have Zadarius, Chase Young, Ali McNeil, and Aiden Hutchinson rushing the quarterback.
yeah,
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, maybe branch from the outside too.
the
You
one
don't
that,
even have to blitz,
you know
though.
what I'm saying?
The
I know.
Eagles showed you that you don't have to. They
don't.
blitzed 0 times in
Zero
the Super
times.
Bowl.
Yeah.
And absolutely dominated that game. Because when you get pressure with 4 guys, it makes it a lot harder to throw to the 3 guys
Right.
in routes.
the one hypothetical I heard when you're talking about us to the Eagles and what the Eagles did and all that. Okay, so it's like you want to get an edge that's going to be a producer. Do you trade your pick this year, your first round pick next year, and pay the money to Garrett? Or do you trade your pick this year, a pick next year, and you move up to like the 10th spot or somewhere? If there's a guy that you see in this draft
Yes.
that's like a Jared Verse, and if you get him, and now you got him on a rookie contract for 4 to 5 years, would you rather do that, or would you rather do that for Myles
Yeah.
Garrett, possibly lose other players? So it's like if there is someone there that they see in this combine, they work out and they love, I would be more open to that, moving up, getting your guy.
It's just the fact of you know what you're getting with Garrett.
100%. That's
Where it's the mystery. Which again, Garrett's also older. He could get hurt.
Yep.
So you could pay him all this money and then
yep.
all that
He could.
come crumbling.
He could rip somebody's helmet off and hit him with it.
He could and be suspended. You
never know.
But you never know. You never fucking know.
He is a scary
Also,
human.
imagine Garrett with that D line though.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like
No,
I know
he's
his
scary.
D lines were good in Cleveland, but
Yep.
he didn't have fucking Hutch on the other side.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That would be fucking scary.
Oh yeah.
All right, so next one, Steph. Will he be a Ram? Will he be somewhere else? What's your thoughts?
Oh, I really don't want him to go to Minnesota, which I keep saying as well.
I think I don't even understand why they're in talks, because like the only reason he's not happy with the Rams probably is because he doesn't want to be in like a rebuild.
Is he unhappy, or
Well-
were the coaching staff like, "You're
I-
getting old, man"?
Well, that's I feel like it's mutual.
because it's going to be a contract. He's in a contract year.
All right.
And so it's like the only reason you'd want to go somewhere, because they're letting Cup go. Like I feel like they're
They are
Clearing house.
trying
yeah,
to get younger, but it's like so you'd want to. He's in a position where he's going to want to go somewhere he can compete. You don't want to go somewhere. And then the teams I keep seeing popping up, other than the Vikings, is the only one that I was like, that makes sense for a year or two, maybe. Again, to bridge to JJ,
Right.
not have to sign Darnold, okay. But everyone else is like bottom tier teams, and I'm like, why? Stafford don't want to go to the Jets. Stafford doesn't want to go to the Giants.
Well,
Stafford,
did you hear the one that just came up?
Hmm.
You remember when he went to the Rams? He was in Cabo with
McVay?
McVay.
Yeah,
Well, he happened to be vacating with Tom Brady somewhere else.
yeah. The Raiders.
Weird.
I mean, yeah,
Could be the Raiders.
that still not a great team
No,
in a
it's
tough
not.
division.
No, it's not.
You got to play the Chargers.
But
you gotta play the
Raiders,
Chiefs.
and then which gets me to my next person of Aaron Rodgers.
I was about to say that's the one I heard for the Raiders. As well.
And where do you think he's going to go? If he's even going to play football again.
I just think he's done. Like, dude, coming off an Achilles at he was 40 this year. He's gonna be 41. You don't heal the same. You don't move the same, especially after you tore your Achilles. No matter how much modern medicine plays an impact on it. You don't play the same, dude. Like,
Aaron-
just hang them up. Go be a fucking weirdo and be on broadcast everywhere.
Yeah. Aaron Glenn's first move there was mutually with the GM making the decision that they're going to move on from Rodgers. And I guess it came out recently that like half the team was not happy about it. I didn't realize Quentin, their defensive tackle, Quentin Williams, went to Twitter immediately and said something along the lines of, "Oh, great, I get to play for another rebuild or something." So
Yeah, it's a fucking rebuild.
and
You guys
yeah,
sucked.
it is. Yeah, go somewhere else. But so that's their first big move, and they were defending it, and it was like, if you look at Rodgers' stats last year, he was like 25th in the league
Yeah, it's
across the board
terrible.
and everything. It wasn't like he showed flashes.
No, he never showed flashes. Everybody was waiting for him to
Yeah.
show flashes.
And the other funny thing is he's like, wherever Devontae's contract's up, it's like wherever he goes, he's gonna.
It's fucking stupid.
That's
Devontae,
like-
just be a person
Either bring
and
Devontae
stop
with him.
fucking following Rodgers.
Twitter
or,
was just like, these
or
guys
your
are-
or your college quarterback. Stop it.
Twitter was like, these guys in a relationship.
Yeah,
We
they
just
like.
don't know
You're
about it.
right. I mean, so my thoughts on him is if Staff leaves, he's their fill-in until they can get their quarterback.
Makes sense.
For a year
But makes sense.
because he can run their offense. I think McVay and him can be fucking weird together,
Makes sense.
and I think that would be a good fit.
Nakua's just got to be there. Like, fuck, man.
Well,
Cup was gonna go. He was gonna be the guy with Stafford.
Yeah, so now Nakua, and then they're gonna bring fucking Adams in.
Let's say if Rodgers goes there, he's bringing Lazard. He's bringing Adams. Nakua's the third best receiver now. He's gonna be like Garrett Wilson, all pissed off.
Yeah, fucking Garrett. Yeah.
Even though he's the best.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson's about to go off now with whatever quarterback they get.
Whoever. Yeah. Thanks, fantasy owners of who had Garrett Wilson last
Yeah.
year.
I
It sucked.
think if anything, Stafford's going to go somewhere he can play indoors.
Yeah.
That's like.
Well, I
if
also
you
think
go to the Jets.
I also think his
decision.
decision's based on his family now too.
Also, your wife? You don't want to put her in the New York
LA
media.
Vegas is like
Right, it's a
private jet over.
It is.
Imagine
you know?
Kelly Stafford with the New York fans, either team.
Just stop it.
It'd be bad. It'd be
Yeah,
so bad.
Put her in
Don't-
Vegas. I'm fine there.
Yeah.
And it's not in our division.
That's what
Put her in
I
Vegas,
just
they
don't
just-
want him to come to the Vikings.
Vegas makes more sense because they wouldn't even move. They'd probably just
I
keep living where they
kind
live.
of want Rodgers to come to the Vikings just to be like the Brett Favre situation.
Bro, it would literally be identical.
I know.
I want him to
know.
be put up against the iron and be forced to re-sign Darnold, and then after a year of realizing that he is what we all knew he was, just stuck with him.
Ginger stepchild.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then JGO takes over, but they're going to be strapped with a bunch of dead money.
And they can't give him the.
So
They lose
secretly-
Addison or lose Hawk or something.
That's what I'm hoping happens.
Yeah.
Darnold
What about
stays
Cup?
there.
Any Cup or Debo? You think they're playing for their teams, or you think they're gone?
I think Cup's gone for sure. I don't know with Debo.
I don't either. I don't know why Debo would want to leave. Like, brother, you get running back reps.
He sucked
you're-
last year, though.
He was bad. He wasn't great, but yeah,
He-
the
you
whole
know?
offense.
Yeah, their whole offense.
I know. I know they're all injured and lose linemen and stuff, but got to be better than that, man.
Yeah, they're talking. They're finally gonna have to pay their quarterback now too. They're finally talking. Purdy's been making bottom of the league money this whole
900
time.
Yeah.
900K.
Last pick in the draft
Yeah.
is your
Making
quarterback.
Shit.
You had this 4-year window,
And you fucked it.
and so
And then the last one I have is Jair Alexander.
I'm gonna miss him. I think he's going somewhere, but I don't know where. But I wish he'd stay for Green Bay because we had a lot of success against them.
I was going to say, it's St.
And
Brown picked on him.
I love the shit talking between him and Kirby
I did
too.
I
So
did too. That was fun.
I'm gonna miss that regardless. But
Yeah. All right. Well, that was just a little something I pulled up here while looking at it. I mean, that's you guys got anything else NFL news that I can't think of?
NFL news.
No, that'd be about it, right?
Not yet.
MLB. I know that spring training got postponed today because they had bad weather.
Yep.
They lost their first game.
They won. They were 2-1.
They were 2-1, yeah.
Okay. Little off.
Yeah.
I
And
know they beat
Scooble's
the
supposed to
Orioles
pitch today, or was that
School pitched yesterday.
Okay,
but
I'm a day off.
We're
I'm a
at
day
that.
off.
We're at that time in baseball where you're even starting pitcher, he pitches 2 innings.
Yeah,
Two
right,
innings,
right,
yeah.
right.
Get everybody going. I heard Jackson Job though the other day and Mize both had really good starts. Job added a pitch and he struck out Rutschman in the first inning against the Orioles. Again, spring training. Can't take
Yeah.
anything away from it, but
But that's going to be your big thing. They're trying to figure out who their 5 is, right?
and as far as pitching goes, you just want to see like as an example, Mize. Mize has a splitter that is one of his best pitches, and it's always around 92, 93. Last year it was around 88 all season. They said spring training right now it's at 92, 93.
Let's
so
go.
like they're excited to see that again. So that's what you're looking for in spring training, and then yeah, our 5th rotation spot. It's
up in the air.
It's Mize, Job.
I don't
or-
think it's Job. I think they don't. You don't push it.
So they're saying Mize, Job, or Maeda. My opinion, Mize is your guy.
Yeah.
Maeda is your long relief, and you put Job to AAA, and you start to ease him along, so you don't kill his innings. You let him perfect this pitch. You let him dominate.
Yeah.
Because he's never done it. I mean, he's dominated AA, single A. He didn't. I think we skipped right past AAA last
did.
year.
I think
him
you
right
did.
up.
Yep. And they brought him up.
So and it's like, not only do you want him to perfect it and get better, you with young arms, you want to protect the innings. And
Yes.
if we're going to use him at the big club, we want to use him late in the year.
So this might be a dumb question. Do they rotate pitchers more in AAA? Or is there like a 5-man rotation, or is it a
It's
longer?
tough because like last
Yeah.
year we early on especially we were trying to find that rotation. I like Manning. Matt Manning was up very early for I think all of
Yeah.
April and into May.
Yeah, dude.
So it's hard for them to have a true rotation.
But I'm saying is that if Job's down there, can he be the quote unquote ace down there and
Yeah.
start every 4 to 5? Yeah.
He
He
can.
can.
They might want to skip a day just again to keep his innings for the season
Right.
down. But you look at
But they can also, hey, you're only pitching 6.
you
You're
look
only
at
pitching
AAA.
5.
You look at AAA the way a varsity football team looks at the JV. It's the JV squad. Their rotation does not matter.
Yeah.
Their batting order does not matter. Their only job is to feed the big club. So
When
it's
needed.
like if there's even a slight chance that the Tigers might need Job on a Friday and he's starting on Thursday, he's not starting anymore. Like so that's how they look at that.
Well, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, it's just a matter of
And if he doesn't throw, then he's throwing a pen on Friday.
Right.
if the Tigers say, "Hey, we want Job starting every 5th game," and the Mud Hens are like, "Well, we have this other." Sorry, Job's starting every 5th game.
Right.
That manager works for
For
the Tigers. So
They all work for the Tigers.
yeah, so that's why I'd kind of like to see him just go down there, dominate. Get
That's
some
why
confidence.
pitching is a little bit more challenging because a positional player can play on a Tuesday, come play with the Tigers on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Like you're an everyday player, whereas pitching is obviously every fifth day.
That was Montero last year. He only got called up because like they were in a crunch and they needed an arm, and he was the guy that was ready to go, and he came up and did well. We're not even talking about him being a.
Right.
If he pitches anything like last year, he's in the rotation.
I mean, do you think we switch to the pitching chaos at all throughout the year next year? I mean, obviously it's going to be depending on injuries and
I
stuff, but
don't
like
only because
we want to get into a rotation. Like
we
that's,
may have a third game, but
That's it.
I think it's Scooble, Flaherty is your 1 and 2, no question.
You want to get them as many starts as possible.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think maybe into the playoffs it's Scooble, Flaherty, pitching chaos.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that could be a thing,
Yeah. You'd hope that.
but you hope you have a
carry a
rotation.
couple extra relievers rather
yeah.
than starters,
At that point, I'm
or
hoping.
whatever.
Honestly, like Duff hit on it perfect because it's like I would love it to be
Or
Scooble,
Olsen.
Flaherty, Reese Olson. Between Reese Olson, Cobb, Job, Mize, any of those guys that you're confident in,
Give me
and then
the
the
third.
fourth day be chaos.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Like
Yeah.
that would be ideal. And there are going to be times throughout the season. There always are bullpen days in the season, but I think
Oh, yeah.
we might see a little bit more from the Tigers. But it's never going to be like an entire series.
Because you always have weather days where you
Yeah.
play doubleheaders where you're starting.
But I'm
pitching
saying,
game 1 and then game 2 is fucking
right,
bullpen.
Olsen has a bad start, and then all of a sudden he's yanked in the second, and
Yeah.
you're seeing the magic happen again.
Yep. So it's going to happen. That's for sure. But we'll see how they do it. I
Yeah.
trust Hinch. Love
I'm,
Hinch.
I'm excited,
I do
man.
too. I just think the more you can limit the chaos days,
Yep.
which was really fun to watch in the playoffs, but like you could see those guys were tired.
Yep.
Like
yeah, or maybe just like, hey, maybe that's just another option in the playoffs where we can.
Yeah.
and
It's
I
also
think we'll see it.
yeah, and also part of the reason the chaos thing works so much is that there's all these stats about a batter when he sees a pitcher a second time, when he sees a pitcher a third time. So it's
Right.
like if you do it every time, the entire series. Well, guess what? Now Tyler Holton, it's not his first time against this guy. It's his
Right.
second time. It's his third time. So it works even better when it's not what you depend on.
Mm-hmm.
So these last couple of days, though, some sun, the snow's melting. It's got me excited for baseball.
I know.
feel
I feel like opening day is going to be sweet because you actually are excited for the team.
Yep.
It's been. I mean, you're always excited at the beginning of the year, but
Yeah.
coming off that high last year, going to some summer games, man. I haven't done it.
Yep.
It will be exciting. Late
Can't wait.
nights, it'll be fun.
Can't
Definitely.
wait.
We kind of blew past it, but Wings also
Yep.
sitting in a wild card spot, 4 games back from the Lightning in
Yep.
that third spot in the Atlantic. So
And
Wings playing well. Dylan Larkin looks like a new guy coming off of playing with the caliber that he played with.
Yep.
And just to see him come back, I think it's just rejuvenated that team.
Yeah.
And trade deadline, I don't know, is next week, this week, I don't know, sometime soon. They made some moves. I've texted my hockey friends, and I'm like,
Yeah.
we doing something? What the fuck we doing? We getting rid of goalies and, we making moves here? It sounds like we can make a couple.
Yeah.
So let's see what Stevie can do. Stevie has not done it yet.
Yep.
He's not made moves. He's not done anything. He's added at the end of the season, saying that should be good. But, I mean, he's been here 8 years.
This is year 8.
Yeah.
So, like,
That's
dude.
crazy to me. Doesn't
Steve,
feel like 8 years.
Steve, time to fucking do some shit. He's almost been here as long as that he was in Tampa.
Yeah.
And Tampa already had
Yeah.
three championships or two
I will
championships.
say this is probably the best position they've been in since he's been here. This may be like his opportunity where he's like, okay, we're in the position now. Our young guys are playing.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
This is the move.
Well, the other thing too is like he's set up this team that we have people coming in,
Yep.
right? And if Steve were to get fired,
Someone else is going to benefit.
someone else is going to benefit off of
Yeah.
it. In 4 years, they're going to be a lot better. But it's like you can't rush it. But also, it's like, hey, we were here last year, knocking on the door.
Yep.
And I don't want to jeopardize our future to get maybe knocked out the first round, but you don't know in fucking hockey.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's been awesome. I mean, Raymond took the big step net last year, but it's been
Yeah.
awesome to see like Casper and Edmondson and those young guys really not just be on the squad, but actually contributing.
Yeah. And it's been, it's been fun to watch. They're not all sports it's just great. They're no longer shitty to watch.
Yep.
So I think that's a good thing.
I think I saw something recently. Is it the best coaching and ownership we've ever had for all 4 teams
think
across
so.
the board at the same time?
Across the board at the same time,
Because how bad the lines were.
Yeah, that's
What it comes to. Because I think there was better in those positions, but the Lions were so awful.
Ownership wise, I think the only one that we're not super happy with is the way Illich treats the Tigers.
That's correct.
The Red Wings are at the cap.
Really both of them though.
Both of them, but but there's also a cap in hockey. So it's like as long as they're you're not
Touché.
bare minimum. Football, we know, awesome. Baseball,
I also don't like how we didn't get Bregman. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
What was our backup plan?
yeah,
Had fucking nothing.
yeah,
And that's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
Is that there was nothing else added.
The only thing promising about Bregman is we were willing to spend $171 million.
yeah.
Is
They
that
were
did
willing-
it, did it come out
It was
what
gonna
our
be
offer
100
was?
It
We
was
had a
going to be
very good
100
offer.
It was going to 171 for 6 years.
Yeah, we were
And
offering.
he took a 4-year?
We were offering
3 or
like 30
120.
mil a year. He got 40 mil over 2 years. 40 mil. But
I didn't know that.
yeah, we were offering the longer term, and we offered a lot of money to him. The only thing
I'm just saying is
I think he didn't want to be
that's
here,
the
is what
most
it
money
was.
I've seen the Tigers willing to spend in a long time.
Yep.
Other than the shitty Baez contract.
Well, and he is now making like top 5 non-pitching money too.
Yep.
And I'm okay not spending.
And he's not that. I mean,
No,
he's a good player, but he's not that.
He's not that.
You know.
And then say what you want about Gores. Like some people, there were people that pushed back when he moved to Detroit. Whatever he does in business, I could give a shit less. That dude is spending. And tell me any other owner that would buy out all of that. Not only go after Monty Williams, which most people at the time thought was a good move. Like he was a respected, good coach.
Yeah.
But cut him in a year.
And then buy him out after a year. Like
Yeah.
he spent a lot of money on that.
He's just wealthy.
Yeah.
I mean, look at when he first came here in our drafts, and like we flipped our team. We
Yeah.
got to figure something new out, and he was willing to spend it, which is
So
now we're starting to see success. Now, hey, we need to add that one piece. You
Yeah,
think
then-
you think he's going to pull the trigger? Fuck yeah, he is.
we still, obviously, it's still too early to tell on Todd McClellan. He's off to a good start, but you can't possibly be any more happy with Dan Campbell, AJ Hinch, and JB Bickerstaff.
Yeah.
Like, awesome. It seems like the players on all those teams.
I mean, even
coach.
swinging into the college.
Yeah, Dusty May.
You know what I
Tom
mean?
Izzo.
Right.
Tom Izzo's doing what Tom Izzo does
Right.
every year.
Yep.
Making a run now, going
Yeah.
into the tournament.
Right. So
Like-
during Michigan State was in between here, right?
They played
Yeah,
Friday
they
night.
played Friday.
Yeah.
State. It was a weird game. Michigan got out, kind of a couple little leads early. State kept hanging around, and then State just pulled away in the second half.
They didn't miss.
That's the thing. They were supposed to be the worst 3-point shooting team in the Big Ten, and they were shooting the
Banging
lights
them
out.
down,
And
They caught fire.
we know they're a very good defensive team, and they played very well on defense. It's one of those.
Well, they made the adjustment in the second half. They played high in the pick and roll.
Yep.
They stopped their 2 7-footers, and the guard play for Michigan was not very good in the second half.
Our guards were bad. We didn't make shots.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how this plays out. We each have a few games left. State won last night on a buzzer beater. So
Yeah.
That was-
Also, the score of those games have been wild to me.
Yeah.
Like, Michigan, Nebraska was like,
I got a buddy
did anyone score 50? I don't even know they scored 50
like
in that
49, 46, and my
Yeah.
buddy was talking shit. He was like, "Oh, you can't even score 50 points." And then
game.
last- MSU, they got to 50,
55, wasn't it?
but at halftime it was like 22-20, and
Yeah.
I said, "This didn't age well."
I was like, what is going on right now?
But yeah, they won on a buzzer beater, and Michigan plays Rutgers tonight. So if both teams handle their business the next 3 games, they're going to end the year playing at Breslin last game of the
for
season.
1 and 2.
For 1 and 2, which
That's
is
cool.
wild. That'll be.
Did you see the ticket prices to get into that game?
I don't even.
To get in the door is $330
was about to say.
before fees.
Breslin's a small place, and that's just the Michigan game in general is always over 100, let
Yeah.
alone into the season, senior night.
That'd be great.
for the Big
That'd
Ten
be fun.
championship. So
That'd be great to ruin, right?
yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Did you see fucking, was it Wolf that proposed to his girlfriend after the state loss?
It was a golden.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Well, my bad.
One of the 7-footers.
Yeah, one of the. I knew it was one of them.
One of the fucking giants.
But I'm just like, wouldn't you like postpone that? You just
Yeah, man.
lost by like.
I know, and that's with the social media stuff I run from Michigan. They're like, "Are you gonna post that?" I was like, "Yeah." I waited till the next day and I posted like a different picture of them outside because I was like,
Yeah,
I don't want people because that's what everyone's gonna say. And I agree. Like
you
Bad
don't do it.
timing.
It's
Travis
just, you don't do
Kelce
it.
wasn't out here proposing after he took an L in the Super Bowl.
You don't do it after a loss.
So
Also, did you hear what Maryland's starting 5 they call themselves? I heard it on the ticket and I laughed really hard.
I'm scared.
They're from Maryland. They call themselves the Crab 5.
What the?
Wow. I was just in
I'm
Maryland.
just like, that's fucking great,
I
man.
was
The
just in
Crab
Maryland
5.
for Jesus.
Jesus.
They do have crab everywhere. By
Well,
the way.
yeah, Maryland. Yeah, crab cakes of football, right?
Everywhere you go, there's fucking crab.
All right, so going back, so you're talking about coaching staff. We have talking about the NFL, NBA. Every episode, we're able to talk about 4 different sports. Callie had a thing he brought up to me earlier today, and I just stopped him. I didn't want to really think about it. It's kind of going to put us in a
Yeah, I haven't told.
a little bit of a game here, but I'll let you take it, Callie.
I know the answer, so I got to stay out of this one. But this is something I came across the other day, and there are only 12 cities in the country that have all 4 major sports. We're going to take Detroit off the list, so
Okay.
there are 11 other cities that have all 4.
And that
Can you
being
name them?
Basketball, football,
Houston?
hockey, and baseball.
Houston,
Houston's not on the list.
Chicago,
Chicago, yes.
Chicago's
New York?
definitely on there.
New York,
New York's on there.
L.A.,
4.
Yeah.
um,
Philadelphia.
5.
The What's Minnesota's hockey team?
yeah.
They have the Timberwolves. the
No, they don't
Vikings,
have a hockey team.
the Minnesota Twins.
Oh, they do.
the
Yeah,
Wild.
The Wild, Minnesota
yeah.
Wild.
6.
Okay.
Stupid.
You got half of them.
Arizona or Phoenix?
Well,
No, that doesn't work.
Nope.
cities, right? Obviously not states.
San
Cities.
Fran has football, baseball.
Dallas doesn't have.
Does
a
San Fran
baseball
count?
team.
San Fran counts 7.
Because Golden State.
Yeah,
San Fran counts.
Dallas?
7.
Do we say Dallas?
8.
Dallas. Yeah.
You said Houston. That was not one.
Nope.
No.
It's got to be something in Florida. Miami.
Florida, Tampa Bay.
Miami, 9. You got 3 left.
Is Tampa on there?
Tampa's not on there.
Damn. Oh, they don't have a basketball team.
You already said Philly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there's 3 left.
Washington.
One.
Does Utah count
Are we-
because they're
are we-
getting a hockey team?
Washington D.C. is on the list.
Yeah, I was
there
gonna
are
say
2
DC.
left, and you should know them both. They're both.
Carolina?
One's very easy.
Buffalo.
No,
they
one,
don't have a
one's
baseball team.
extremely easy and one's pretty easy. But
Atlanta.
No, that's surprising. They don't have hockey anymore. I don't think.
The Thrashers are good.
Nashville.
Nope.
No, they don't have a baseball team.
If we got to where it was like a tough one left, I'd be like, all right, move on, or I'll give it to you. I'm not giving you hints on this one. There's 2 left.
Jersey?
No,
Jersey is not.
no, that goes to New York.
Shut up. No. Is it? Is
Yeah.
it Ohio?
No,
No, nothing's in Ohio.
I mean, they
go team by team, man. You're
Cincinnati?
gonna figure it out. Nope.
no.
too.
All right, I don't want to just. I
with-
don't want to just
with-
blurt out things. I'm gonna think about it for a
It's
second.
It's not Milwaukee. Oh, I got a thumbs up. Yeah. It's not Milwaukee.
There's one that's East Coast and one that's more of a West Coast.
We do Boston.
Boston.
How do we not say Boston?
How the fuck? do we not
Boston's the
say
big
Boston?
dog.
Yeah, how do we not say Boston?
And the other
I
one's
just thought we said it.
the other one's more West Coast.
Seattle.
It's not. It's out west. It's on. It's on the other side of the Mississippi. It's not Seattle.
Ooh, do I have it? 1, 2,
Seahawks.
basketball.
Seattle Mariners. Seattle doesn't have a basketball team.
Nope.
No basketball.
Rest in peace,
Colorado, Denver.
Denver.
So,
Ding 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 ding. All 12.
all right, not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
That's pretty good.
I'll take
bad.
it. I'll
So
take
to
it.
recap: New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Dallas, Philadelphia, Miami, Denver, San Francisco, Boston, Detroit, Washington D.C., and Minneapolis. And whoever put this list together spelled Francisco, Francisco. So that's
I like
great.
it.
Okay.
Got 'em all.
All right. You got anything else?
I don't know. That was
All
it.
right. So here's my game. It came up to me actually coming into work today. I don't know what made it do it.
You came
scared.
on the way into work.
I did a couple
Again?
times. It was a good time. Messy in the car.
Kind of hot.
Gotta have wet wipes. Word affiliation. So I don't want to say just like one word and you say one, but like, what's the first thing? Could be a couple words. Could be a sentence. What's the first thing you think of when I say this word? And it's gonna be hard because I don't want you guys talking over each other. So
Okay.
just
I'm getting canceled again.
nope. If we have to bleep it out, we'll bleep it out.
I got Tourette's, dude.
Yeah,
This
I know.
doesn't-
Well, there's a couple in here made for you to blurt something out. So if you're feeling it, let it ride.
Okay.
All right. So the first word is Detroit.
Basketball.
Rock City.
I watched the Pistons last night. Sorry.
Okay. I was trying to get like that they're back in the sports, but I love it. Cade.
I was
Methodical.
What pops into my head is a nickname, and that's just because of the last couple weeks they've been really trying to figure out what's a good nickname for him, and
Mellow
I
Yellow,
think they
don't
just
say
decided
fucking-
Cade. Cade, and it's just
You
it.
can't say Cade is Cade.
I know, man.
That's
but,
not the.
but that's not,
that doesn't work.
all people are doing is rhyming Cade with shit.
Okay, so nickname.
They're like,
That's what comes up when you think of Cade.
yeah, Motorcade. They had Cade Icewood. They had a lot of shit, dude.
Catch a fade from Cade.
Yeah.
C2. We got a lot.
Cade the Blade. I know. I've heard it too. Did you hear him call him Mellow Yellow? He's like, don't fucking call me that.
No.
That's not my
Yeah,
nickname.
you can't do that.
Jared Goff.
Hot wife.
Shit. I was gonna say, yeah, Christine. Ooh, that's wild. That's the first place we both went, but it's hard not to.
We're perverts.
Pervert. All right.
But just
This one This is a little nostalgia. Go back younger. After school snack. First thing.
Pudding.
PB&J.
Nice. Tush push.
Gay.
See, I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
I said it.
Yeah.
Especially after seeing the interview of Saquon and
Yeah, I
Hurts
know.
on the
I am the one who pushes the tush.
yeah.
Okay, let me rephrase it. Banning tush push.
Packers,
Okay.
LaFleur.
which
What's your thoughts on it? I don't think it should be banned.
Why should it be banned?
No one else can do it like
I'm
they
fine
do.
with it being banned, and the reason I'm fine with it being banned is because it was illegal when we were in high school, and it's been illegal for a long time.
I think you should, to make it fair, defensive players should be able to push as well.
Yeah,
They can push.
They can. and that-
Linebackers cannot push on the D lineman.
My thing is like,
They do it every game.
but a lot of the argument that people say for not banning it is that it hasn't always been legal. Assisting runner has
Right.
always been a fucking penalty.
Yeah, they took it away.
You can't. Since they changed it, now they're like, oh, we got to keep it. And it's like, oh, you can correct it if you want. But that being said, stop it. I'm fine
It
with
is still illegal in high school football.
it. Yeah, it should like.
You cannot assist a runner
So,
moving forward.
I'm okay
However,
with it.
we
but-
would have got a flag for the one where we picked up Montgomery and carried him for 15 yards.
Yeah.
when he surfed.
Yes.
It was
That
awesome.
we,
His
dude,
feet were just
in like my biggest rivalry game in high school, that was our Ryan Brim, my buddy was a tight end, did the same thing. Our running back was going down. He caught him around the waist, swung him out of a pile, and he ran for a 70-yard touchdown. And they called it back. We're like, what? How? And like, I learned all about it. Like, fuck that rule. But the one thing about the tush push is we know that everything is down to money. if you really wanted it banned, if the NFL ever caught that like TV ratings fell off when there's a tush push or no one wants to see it, they would ban it.
Someone's got to get hurt. Is what it's going to come down to.
And that's what
if they lose Jalen Hurts and the Eagles suck, maybe that's. But
yeah,
other teams have tried it and they're not successful.
I thought it was funny. They had the clip going around from the Super Bowl. Chris Jones tried going sideways to take out the tush push, and then he gets fucking 3 yards. And you're like, yeah,
it didn't work.
Like,
it was really stupid because he lost all leverage he had.
Yeah,
like sideways.
What was your goal here, dude?
Yeah,
you lost all your leverage.
So,
like, here's the only reason, like, again, Philly does it. Philly is very successful at it. You have to have a strong quarterback. That's fucking Jalen Hurts squats 700 pounds.
A side thing we never really talked about, too. What team?
Crazy O-line.
What game? The Philly game against the Commanders, the NFC Championship. When the dude kept jumping over the line, if you're going to run that play and it's going to work and you're going to dominate, you got to deal with that shit, too. Like, I don't think, when the referee came out and said, we are allowed to reward them a touchdown. What the fuck for?
Right, they are allowed.
I know. I'm like, just let him. The guy was being an asshole, but I'm like, just sorry, dude. You're gonna
try to time your snap.
Yeah, and guess what? We all know that if you get a penalty at the goal line, they get an inch.
Right, and we get a new set of downs. So let's keep rolling.
Yeah. So it was just comical, and if that happens a few more times, that's also something that the NFL might be like.
Right.
Unfortunately, we should look into changing something, but.
I just don't think it's going to get changed because nobody else is doing it.
There's some teams that still
if they try it.
And I think if Philly came down the field doing it 13 times in a row, it'd be a different story. But they do it, 5-6 times a game?
And
third and one.
I've said it before.
It's beneficial to them every time. But
I've said it before, too. If they're going to keep it legal, we need to be practicing it, whether it's a tight end, I don't care if Brock Wright's taking a snap.
Monty, he was a quarterback. The thing is you need someone that can take because that's the thing. You can fumble the handoff,
the snap.
So you got to have someone that can take it, and you have to have someone strong enough to do it.
We look at the Bills do it in their own version. Fucking, they have a quarterback that weighs 260 pounds.
Right.
The Bills do their own version.
What team? There's a team that motions the tight end, and he
Washington.
Yeah, like
Ertz took it.
Yeah,
so they tried it against us. Remember?
Yeah, so I'm like,
didn't they try to toss that?
He was going to toss that.
They tried to fake it. Yeah, but just random. If they're not going to change it, we need to exploit it as well.
Okay, fair enough. Carlton Davis,
sign him.
I was going to say sign him too, but
my jaw hurts.
He's here.
Sundresses.
Oh God, no comment.
You have to comment.
Waistband tuck.
Oh God, that's kind of my comment doesn't need to be spoken out loud.
Yeah, it does.
It's a physical feeling.
Rock hard.
Boing.
Tingle.
Rock hard.
Dan Campbell.
Kneecaps.
Tingle also. Same reaction as the sundress.
Same as sundress.
Exact. That's weird.
Aiden Hutchinson.
I guess I could change it this time, but comeback player of the year.
Damn it. Dog.
Red Wings.
Hot.
I like it too. Hot.
Ohio State.
Fag.
Well, we're getting canceled.
Pussy. Ohio State pussy. That's what
we'll come back to this one.
Pussy.
Mason Graham. Yep, I love it.
Yeah. Ben Johnson.
Also.
Loser.
Same as Ohio State.
Video games.
Fun in moderation.
I was trying to go nostalgia. I was trying to change it up a little.
Childhood.
Yeah.
Nintendo 64.
I was gonna put that in there. Pistons.
Hot.
Ballin'. Did you guys see the post game? It was after the Hawks game, and that's actually another potential Cade nickname. Beasley walks up to him. Johnny Cane's interviewing him, and Beasley puts his arm on his shoulder, and Cade said, "I told you, don't touch me. I'm sizzling."
Sizzling. Yeah.
So.
Mahomes.
Oh man. TikTok. I went right to his little brother. Just watched the video recently.
You said Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Crazy wife.
Kermit.
Okay, I like that. Leggings.
Oh.
Depends who's wearing them.
Yeah. Women. For women only.
Okay. Women in leggings.
Okay.
Depends on the woman.
Women at
That's what comes to mind.
A leg machine.
Still depends on the woman.
Okay, so what is the word?
That's my word. Because it could be hot or it could be like, ew.
Lunch.
Yes, please. Both of them.
Right now.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes,
What
please.
was that too?
Yes, please is still to the leggings.
Okay. Panay Sewell.
King.
Speeches.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts.
Perseverance.
I was going to say Warrior.
Michigan basketball.
Dusty, man. Dusty, we trust.
I don't want to say Dusty because people
Yeah,
keep
like
calling him
Dusty.
Dusty. Because they're not Dusty. Twin Towers.
Late night stack.
Ooh.
Tickles my pickle.
I should just go to sleep.
A late night stack tickles my pickle.
I should probably go to bed.
That's what you think of?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm probably blacked out.
Myles Garrett.
Animal.
Wish.
Ryan Day.
It rhymes with his last name.
Say it.
Yeah, pussy. Come on.
Why are you calling me names?
Say
man?
it.
Fake beard dye.
Like it.
Oh, terrible.
Tigers.
Also, fucking pussy. Come on, man. Your whole team's fighting. I'm getting pepper sprayed, and you're just standing there watching. I hate them.
Tigers future.
Bright.
Right.
Excited.
Scooble.
Sign
him. Now.
And the last one. MSU.
MSU what? Basketball?
Little brother.
That's what I was looking
Little
for.
brother.
Sorry. And you gotta, again, every time it gets brought up, it's a mentality. It has nothing to do with whether your teams are good or bad. I'm sorry. You guys, it's a real thing. It's a condition.
All right. That was fun.
That was fun. Think
was
of
good.
more.
Oh, that was literally like 5 minutes.
Yeah, those were fun.
I like it.
Those
Yeah.
were fun.
And I could have kept going. That was 26 of them, I think I did.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got, man.
Crop tops.
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
I wanted tits to come out. I was hoping that.
I'm getting you in the game here.
I try to get all those out before
Let
we
me get
start
a couple.
recording.
Couple for Josh. All right. Teachers.
Nice.
You don't
Jesus.
mean that. You don't mean that.
I don't. Babysitters.
All right.
Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn. Stand up.
Okay. Alex Anzalone.
Thor.
Oh,
God, I got a few more that I could do now. Damn it.
I know. I was just thinking the same thing.
Thor brought it out, huh?
Yep.
All right, that's all we got, man.
Well, lunchtime.
Good episode. We're gonna go to Gigi's
We
and get some
yeah.
sandwiches.
Oh, I can't wait for GG sandwiches. So, those of you still listening, thank you again. We appreciate you. That's going to wrap up episode 20, season 2 of the Tailgate Talks. Until then, as always, go blue, forward down the field. See you guys.
Twist in my head, but I'm still dreadful. And I got plenty of bread, so I go to bed full. I'm in it to win it, I'm all in. I might call you my cuz, young blood, but we ain't kin. You think of jumping, man, you best think again. The dirty, I'm the type of man that might go broke for revenge. Had some not so nice friends, kick the door off the hinge. Take the door off your bins, pop up my 4 of your friends. Man, please, this shit ain't cynical. Man, on subliminal, I'm